Welcome to episode 32 of the Rise Fitness and Nutrition Podcast. I am your host, Carlo. Today we are talking about the reasons why you should or you should not purchase or join any 30 days challenge. And this is very common, so pay attention. If you like this podcast, I would appreciate if you can leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast and share it with your friends and family. Happy listening! Lose 10 kilos in 30 days. Build your 6-packs in 4 weeks. Sculpt your glutes in 30 days. Wanna know more? Just join my challenge. Oh yes! This kind of advertisement is all over the internet, but not just the internet as on a website, but it's becoming very aggressive over Instagram. Given the importance that Instagram is giving to this type of content, I want to talk to you about this today. The question is, should you join any of those 30 days challenges? Well, my answer to you is maybe. But before you roll your eyes, close the podcast and keep on scrolling on Instagram through all of those choices, let me help you make an informed decision. So let's talk about the reasons why you should join one and the reasons why I think you should not join one. One for all, I don't think you should join any 30 days challenge, whatever the type, be it nutrition, be it workout, if that's the only thing you are gonna do. And if the only thing they offer is either just some training routine or some nutrition advices only. Now, why do I think so? The reason is simple. 30 days, if that's the only thing you're gonna do, is not enough. That means if before the challenge you were sitting on a couch or working from home having very limited movement and generally speaking a bad diet or a bad nutrition, if you think that joining a 30-day challenge, give it workout or give it nutrition is going to change your life, if after the challenge that's the only thing you're done and you go back to your regular life, well, you're setting up yourself for failure. And that's because 30 days will not change your body and will most likely not change your mindset. Let's make a couple of examples for you to understand why. Let's say you join a 30 days booty building challenge, and on those 30 days they require you to exercise regularly for 30 days following a specific routine, but they don't fix your nutrition. What's going to happen? During those 30 days, if you are very consistent, say 100% consistent, you will notice a little bit of change in your muscle, yes, but the changes will not be radical, first. Secondly, if your nutrition is not addressed, the changes might not even be that visible or might not even be that efficient. Because, say, for example, if you don't have enough protein in your nutrition, your muscles will not grow. And if you work out to improve your muscles and say potentially lose weight, if you don't give your body the right nutrition, this will not happen. Or it might happen in a very limited part. On the other hand, if you join a 30 days flat belly fat loss challenge, first of all, that's already a scam because you cannot choose where you lose fat. Secondly, 30 days might again give you very limited success in your weight loss, in your fat loss. Because, first of all, again, 30 days is a short period. So if you want to achieve visible, consistent, strong results in 3 days, you really have to go through a very aggressive diet or a very aggressive nutrition plan, which is, on one hand, not for everybody. Secondly, is limited in time. So if the nutrition plan is very strict, you might be, okay, I'll do this 30 days and then I'll go back to normal. So if you do have some results in those 30 days and then you go back to your regular diet, you will lose them because the plan was not sustainable. And again, if the plan says, oh, lose your belly fat in 3 days, it's a scam, straight out of the bat, because your body will decide where to lose fat. So not only the plan is not sustainable for the long term, secondly, it might not even have you lose belly fat. It might have you lose, cheeks fat, or God only knows where, because your body is unique. Your body chooses where to lose fat. So in those 30 days, you might lose fat in your hands. God only knows. It's just
say your boat is sinking because there's a huge crack on the side of it and you're just trying to put a band-aid to make it work. You know what I mean? So I don't like this very short approach because it does sound like a quick fix. And oh boy, we all love the quick fix. But when it comes to your nutrition, when it comes to changing your body, becoming the strong version of you, there is no shortcut. There is no quick fix that works. And whoever is trying to sell you such thing, he or she is lying. And if he or she is your coach, change your coach immediately and find someone else. Seriously. And the same goes for 30 days nutrition plans. 30 days, again, are not enough, and they definitely are a sort of quick fix, but they don't deliver results for the long term. Now, you want to aim to have results in the long term. So if you are considering to buy a nutrition plan that promises you results in 30 days, I think you're better off using that money to buy ice cream. Honestly, because that will be much more satisfying than a plan that will not help you. Most of the time, those plans are very aggressive, so they will put you in a super harsh calorie deficit that, yeah, will deliver results for 30 days, but they will not be sustainable. So as soon as you're out of the plan, you can take a big breath of relief and go back eating like you did before and gain everything you lost and probably gain more because the plan was frustrating. So chances are you might be hungrier and chances are you'll be, oh, screw with this, I'm eating. Understood? So the next time your finger is hovering through the buy button of one of these type of challenges, ask yourself one simple question. Would you recommend this plan to your best friend? Would you do that? Because if the answer is yes, absolutely, this is gonna work, it's awesome, well, maybe give it a chance. But if your answer is like, no, because 30 days plans are stupid, well, don't buy it yourself. Easy peasy. Alright, now let's have a look at the reasons why I think that 30 days challenges can be a really good idea. Before you're like, hold on, dude, you just told us until now that they're stupid. Wait, let me explain. If you are already working out, so if you have this long-term plan when it comes to your workout and when it comes to your nutrition, then I think that inside this plan, if your coach is doing so, having 30 days challenges can be a way to spice things up in a way that makes your progress fun and challenging. So if, say for example, you have 6 months of training with your coach and you have every month a plan to follow which works in the long term, it's not a bad idea to have some challenges through it because it changes the cards a little bit, so make things fresher, makes things more, say, enjoyable. I'm not saying that working out should not be enjoyable, but I'm saying that changing the routine a little bit or having a little bit of challenging goals for a short period of time can be really fun. And the same goes for the nutrition. If you are already following a nutrition plan that is working for you in the long term, there's nothing bad to add on it some specific period of challenge. That shakes things up a little bit. It doesn't completely change them because that would be silly. But if, for example, you have a nutrition plan that has you have a certain amount of protein per day, there could be a challenge that has you have a little more of that, or a challenge that has you have more vegetables, or a challenge that has you have something different. These type of things that sparkle some spices on your nutrition plan. You understand what I mean? And yeah, I'm sorry, there's a loud wind noise behind me because there's a typhoon today that I'm recording. Sorry about that. Anyway, what I want to say is that you need a long-term plan as a base on top of which you can build and have challenges because that helps make things funnier. That helps helping you reach long-term success because every time you have a challenge, the challenge helps you build a skill that you will need to progress normally in your plan. So that's the concept why I think that 30 days challenges, if inside a long-term plan, are a really good idea. On the other hand, if you're also considering to join any kind of long-term plan, but don't necessarily have the skill set still or yet, here is another thing. You might start the long-term plan with a challenge, but then the challenge eases into the regular long-term plan. Because with a challenge, you will have to build skills, so it will be exciting. It's something you have a short goal to reach to, and then it eases into a long-term plan that will help you progress and get your results. And that's quite a difference between saying, oh, I'm just going to do 30 days and bam, my body will be new. Or all of a sudden I can deadlift 150 kilos. It's different between that and saying, okay, I have 6, 8, 12 months of a plan, and I have a few challenges throughout the year to focus on something specific, to improve my direction, to improve my progress. Now that's completely different, isn't it? Alright, that's it for today. What do you think? Are you gonna join any challenge? Let me know on my Instagram channel at thecarl.fit. Also, one more thing, if you like this podcast, please share it on Instagram and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That's super duper useful. Happy rest of the week, everybody!